Alright, so welcome back to another YouTube video. In this YouTube video, we're actually going to be discussing how exactly you can choose a perfect sending platform for your cold emails. In this video, I'll be kind of like figure out what platform that you actually need to send out those cold email campaigns, right? I'm the CEO and founder of Leadamax. We're a B2B SaaS focused agency who's solely focused on helping B2B SaaS companies getting more customers into the pipeline. Based on that, they'll add more ARR into the pipeline and eventually increase the enterprise value, right? We provide a complete done for your system. All you have to do is just take the call, close the deals. Speaking about closing the deals, we even train your SDR team so that the qualified deals and demo calls we're actually giving you, you're closing them effectively, right? And for a quick reference in terms of how we operate, we first of all set out those campaigns. We make sure the intent is there, relevance is there, personalization is there. Based on that, we get replies. Once we've got replies, we push them into demo calls. Once we are actually push them into demo call, we make sure the prospects are financially qualified demo calls so that your SDR team doesn't waste any sort of time, right? That being said, I'm not going to waste much of your time. We're just going to get started with the video, right? So first of all, you want to choose a sending platform. All year, we have actually used SmartLead and Instantly for sending our emails. We use them because they do not charge per inbox other than other softwares out there like Apollo, Lemlist, and so on and so forth, right? We can actually scale them horizontally. Like basically, the whole scenario is basically you want to choose a software that is robust, right? So that you can actually scale it, and it's all about adding more emails, right? So for a quick reference, Instantly is more like an iPhone and SmartLead is like an Android. If you know what you're doing with Android, it's really good, really good, right? It's got a lot of customization in it, and Instantly is basically, it has got really good UI and UX and really smooth to use, right? But there's always one question: why do we send from these tools and not something like MailChimp or Go High Level or just any other tool that is existing at the moment for like bulk and just sending those campaigns, right? So MailChimp and other marketing tools are using SMTPs to basically send cold emails, and that will actually throttle you dramatically. If they actually find your spam complaints that are actually going up, they will even ban you from the platform altogether, right? As I've mentioned previously, Instantly is more like an iPhone. If you basically prefer such a software that is really easy to understand, really easy to use, Instantly should be your go-to choice. If you are more into Android side, you know how to kind of customize things, you know how and when exactly you need to kind of scale your emails, SmartLead should be a go-to choice. And if you actually want to go with multi-channel approach, so basically Lemlist will actually charge you upon every single inbox. For 15 inbox, that will actually be $200, really on the expensive side. You cannot scale much in Lemlist, but you can target your audience, and in that way you're going to be really personalizing that, right? So why doesn't Google and Outlook actually do this, right? So if you actually read Google Workspace sending limits, it's actually 2,000 emails per day, right? It's no secret that we're cold emailing people either, right? For Instantly, SmartLead, we oath into the platform. If Google actually wanted to kind of shut down our cold email, they can do it tomorrow. Absolutely, they could. But I personally suspect that there is a profit incentive, which actually means that cold emailers are actually buying tons of licenses and emails, inboxes, and basically paying monthly subscriptions for them. But ultimately, you can't make these spam filters so tight that the regular users are effective. And nowadays they are. Even some of my cold emails, not exactly cold emails, they're going really well. But my personal Google inbox, sometimes my email won't even land into, let's say I'm sending a Slack message and that Slack notification kind of should actually go towards, or even I'm actually sending an invoice towards my client. Sometimes that actually land into the spam. So it's all about the filters. If they actually make it too tight, then the users, regular users who are actually using their platform might leave it, right? So that's the whole scenario. So this actually makes Google and Outlook inboxes the best to use. SmartLead and Instantly have actually made it really easy to set up these they're done for your system and done for your services in their platform. And of course, as I mentioned previously, Lemlist is really good for multi-channel. You can buy domains, boxes easily from other SMTP servers out there, or you can buy them from GoDaddy. You can buy from many Hypertide and so on and so forth. The list goes on and on, right? Instantly and Smartly, I would surely prefer them, and but would prefer Instantly if you prefer like a really easy to use software. And another really important point, make sure you buy domains that are actually separate from your main domain, right? This is because no matter how good your email campaign is, you will always get people marking you as spam. And it's audacious, right? So if you actually send from your main domain, you might risk your regular communication going to spam. So we've actually done a quick test in terms of that, about how exactly spamming works. So we sent a really personalized message and we sent it out to 1,000 people with one single email inbox. The results were such that only 2% of that actually landed into the spam inbox. And the reason why your email deliverability is really bad, it's all because the more amount of people they mark you as spam, the more amount of your emails will land into spam. That's it, right? So first of all, in order to kind of avoid that, make sure you set up your DNS records, SPF, DKIM, DMARC, really, basic stuff. If you're kind of not following that, then I believe you're on the wrong track. And custom tracking domain, it also needs to set up. And if you basically want to track open rates, we personally don't track open rates. And specifically speaking about how many inboxes, how many emails we send, we set up 2 to 3 inboxes each domain and 25 to 30 emails per inbox, and then try to have basically 50% of your sending capacity in extra inboxes, so that if anything goes wrong, you are the first one to set it up if you have more. So for instance, you're buying 20 domains, let's say 20 domains, and under every domain we're getting 2 inboxes, right? So that's 40 inbox. You want to set up 20 inbox to send out your initial campaigns and reserve the rest of 20 for another campaign, right? And this is the exact strategy you kind of want to apply that. So when you feel like your inboxes are kind of declining in performance, just set up new domains, right? Or even switch to the ones you have actually got in reserve, right? We can easily troubleshoot the problem and run spam tests in MX Toolbox and check copies, structure DNS records, but they do consume a lot of time. And if you want to save money, then you should go for kind of checking the whole structure, what exactly is going wrong. But if one of the client has got a big budget in terms of that, and they don't have much time, but they kind of want to scale urgently, then we kind of buy more domains, warm it up, that's it, right? But if we have reserve ones, we kind of use that as well, right? But if matter is urgent, as I've mentioned previously, then we use rest of 50 inboxes, or to spend more money, we just swap the inboxes, change the copy, pull out a new list, and the list goes on, right? So we can talk more about this in the later section. I will also make a couple of videos about the whole structure, how things operate, and also launch a free whole email course. Link will be in description, or you can just go into playlist, Leadamax playlist, and link will be there, right? And for those who might ask, won't people think I'm a spammer by using alternate domain, right? We've actually found out, as long as your domain forwards to the right domain, that is the forwarding domain, people are pretty okay with this, right? That's it. That being said, you can also book a free strategy session with me. In that session, we'll basically discuss your product, what are the problems you're facing, and how exactly we can drive a perfect solution to overcome those challenges. And this is perfect if you're a B2B SaaS company who's kind of struggling with getting more customers into the pipeline and making sure those customers are financially qualified. All right. That being said, this was pretty much it for the whole video. Hopefully you kind of got value in it. Make sure you check out the calendar link and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Till then, peace.